All right. So as I was saying, creation happens only when you're in the right state of existence. Why? Let me tell you, there is a basic rule that you need to understand that works all over the place, everywhere, okay? Throughout the universe, so to say. It's like the law kind of thing, okay? Whatever you are is what you get. You understand? You attract, or whatever reality you experience is a direct mirror reflection of what you are. And how do you define what you are? What you are is essentially the sum total of your belief systems, your thoughts, and your actions, and your emotions. This is what you are. And what you are is determined by how you use your consciousness to bend these different parameters that constitute to what you are. Okay, now if you are in a different emotional state than what you need to be to attain a particular goal, then you need to just tweak your emotional state. And how do you do that? Using your consciousness. You do meditation, you listen to certain kind of music, or you just do breath work. These are the things that will alter your emotional state. Not just your emotional state, your whole system will be changed. The chemistry of the whole system will be changed. So if the chemistry is changed, the emotions are changed. If the emotions are changed, the whole state is changed, and what you are is changed. If what you are is changed, then what you experience in this world, or what reality brings to you in this world, will change. This is how it works. I have experienced this for myself in several instances in my life, and when I say this that to be true, it is true. Okay, now the video for today is going to be about letting go, right? Let me just quickly talk about letting go as well. What is letting go, and how do you let go of things, and what is not letting go? So when a lot of people talk to me about letting go in the past, when I was on the path of personal growth, they said to me that letting go is equal to forgiving. But more often than not, it is not forgiving at all. Because just think about it. So when you forgive for someone's wrong actions towards you, does it mean that you are accepting that those actions are okay? No, you're not, right? You don't want those actions to happen, and you do not want to experience that reality anytime again. Okay? Now, how do you deal with situations like this? How do you deal with trauma? Dealing with trauma is explained by the science of letting go. And how it's done, let me just tell you now. So, trauma is brought to you by the reality, right? Reality brings you trauma. Why? Because of your state. As I just told you, if you're not in the right state of being, or in the right state of existence, trauma comes. Why? To teach you that this is not how you need to live. There's another way of life that you need to pursue. That's what trauma is. Trust me. This is what trauma is. Trauma is coming to you mainly because you need to learn something. I really believe that that's the reason why trauma comes, from my experience. But if you cannot wrap your head around the fact that trauma comes for teaching you a lesson, just do this. Just accept trauma as if it is coming for a good cause. Try doing that for a couple of times, and your subconscious mind will naturally get programmed to accept trauma as it is coming for a good reason, or accept the past trauma as it has happened for a good cause. Trust me, if you just implant this one thought in your subconscious mind, chances are high that that thought becomes reality, as in something good comes out of the trauma. Trust me, this is how it has happened for me throughout my life until now. From the moment I started my personal growth journey, now this is how it works for me. Every day I encounter some negative emotion, definitely, naturally. I'm trying to get rid of them altogether, but still, I'm not saying I'm there yet. I'm growing now. Okay, now what happens is, every event in my life that brings trauma to me, I'm conscious about it and try to learn immediately. And how do you learn? That is the way of letting go. Okay? Learning from trauma is letting go. Can you believe this? Have you ever thought about this? Letting go is basically all about learning from trauma. The world, the universe, whatever, if there is something like that, I strongly believe that there is a higher intelligence. Nothing like God or whatever, but there is a higher intelligence. Okay? Now, the higher intelligence is on your side. It wants you to grow. It wants you to become the best version of yourself. It's always there to help you. And how does it help you? Not to bringing comfort, to bring by bringing trauma. Because what does comfort teach you? Nothing. Trauma is the only thing that can make you a better version of, you know, better version of yourself. Understand? So trauma is very good, if you ask me, but too much trauma is not good, because it's tough to handle. Your body and your system is not experienced to handle so much trauma. It's really difficult. Trust me, it's really difficult. But slowly learning from trauma is something that you need to understand and make a part of yourself. Letting go. And how letting go is essentially learning from trauma. Let me tell you, letting go is this. This is what letting go is all about. This is what letting go is all about. First, you accept that whatever has happened for a good cause. Okay? You don't say that whatever has happened is a good thing. No. How it works is, you need to take the trauma and experience it. You need to take the trauma. You need to relive that trauma, the traumatic incident. And you should just boil in that pain. Okay? And in your head, you just try to plant a thought. This has happened to teach me something. Okay? This is what is growth mindset. This is what is growth mindset. This will make you the most stoic person on this planet. Trust me, if you practice this skill. Letting go is going to be making you the most stoic person on the planet. Stoicism is basically all about being a powerhouse of taking trauma and learning from it, and growing. It's like incredible resilient state of existence. It's called the stoic state of existence. So you burn through that pain. Okay, you should relive that pain again, and just stay there in that painful situation. Now, what happens now is, this is the first step of letting go. The first step of letting go is, first experience all that pain again, relive it, and while reliving it, just plant one thought in your head that this is going to teach me something. Okay, trust me, you need to plant this in your head, not in your heart. You should never say that trauma is a good thing. No, trauma is definitely bad, because it's causing pain to you, right? When you're reliving that trauma, you're experiencing bad emotions. But you should experience those bad emotions all the while planting this one thought in your head, saying, okay, this has happened to teach me something. Okay, that's the first step of letting go. And second step of letting go is accepting that it is your doings that led to that incidence of trauma. It's your doings. Simple. Okay, I'm not saying you're a bad person or a good person. No. Everything that we experience in this world is just a result of our own doings. This is the truth. Nobody's doings. No. If you ask me, okay, there are people that are being killed and traumatized and raped and whatnot, right? Are they doing those things to themselves? Well, if you want me to answer that, the things will become a little bit esoteric. I should talk about karma and whatnot. But see, let me give you a small example. In the morning we wake up, right? And the state of your mind determines how you experience the rest of your day. Yes or no? Yes. So this is the simplest way of explaining how whatever you experience in this world is just a direct result of your past thoughts, actions, and subconscious programs. Simple. This is the truth. You need to accept that. Okay, once you accept that, what comes next? You get power, because if you were able to create this trauma, you have the power to remove the trauma as well, right? I mean, you are the creator of the trauma. Yes, your actions, your thoughts, and your subconscious mind beliefs, probably you have received them from your upbringings and whatnot, but those are the things that are resulting in this trauma. So whatever reality that you experienced, that you are experiencing, that you are going to experience, is a direct manifestation of your past thoughts, beliefs, and subconscious programs and emotions and whatnot. Everything. Okay, now thinking in this way. Okay, thinking in this way. This is the third step. Thinking of letting go. First step is to experience it. Second step is to think of it as if think of it as an instrument to teach you something. The third step is that accepting whatever has happened because of yourself. Okay, if you accept this, you get power. You get power, incredible power, because once you're accepting that everything has happened because of me, you also realize that subconsciously, but that you also realize that you can change everything. You can change all of that crap. You understand? That's the power here. Letting go is all about that. Letting go is all about that. Okay, getting the power, or understanding, or making your subconscious mind believe that you can change it, you have the power to change it. Once you understand deep down in the subconscious mind that you have the power to change it, well, guess what? You will change it. Even without your notice, you will change it. That is how the subconscious mind works. It knows what to do. Okay, it knows better than you. It knows, like, it's the most, like, it's really intelligent. Okay, let's put it out there then. It's really, really intelligent than your conscious mind. Anyways, now this letting go technique that I'm going to be teaching you today, so that these are the three steps of letting go. First thing, experience, relieve that pain. Okay, number two, think of it in your head as if it has happened to teach you something. Okay, guess what? After you learn, you will slowly realize, like probably after some time, what teaching that the trauma has brought you. Okay, you will understand that for yourself. Okay, now you should implement that. Whatever teaching you've gotten, you should implement that. The third step is accepting that it is your own doings that has resulted in this trauma. Trust me, this is the powerful thing, guys. This is more powerful than any meditation that you can do. Okay, in the beginning I was doing a lot of meditations, breath works and whatnot. Now I just do letting go techniques every single day. In every living moment of life, I'm letting go. Okay, I'm doing this letting go techniques, accepting trauma, learning from it, and leaving it. This is letting go. Another fourth step of letting go, the final step, okay, is telling your subconscious mind that this will not happen again. Okay, this is very important, because once you face some kind of trauma, what happens is your subconscious mind thinks that, or identifies yourself with that trauma. So what it says is, this is how your life is going to be. So you put yourself unconsciously in situations where you experience more trauma. Okay, unconsciously you do this. That's why the people who are living in toxic relationships, more often than not, tend to stay in toxic relationships and more often than not gravitate towards toxic relationships as well. Okay, so why? Because your subconscious mind identifies trauma with you. So you should tell your subconscious mind that this is not going to happen again, because it just came to teach me things. Once I've learned it, it will go. Okay, you should plant that thought in your head. That is the fourth step. This is all there is to letting go. So when you want to let go, you should do this several times a day. This is how you should do it. You should just relive that moment of the trauma. Okay, and you should say to yourself, I'm ready to let go. Okay, and you should answer yourself, yes. When am I doing it? Then that's the next question you should ask yourself, and then you should say, now. And have I let go? That's the third question you should ask, and you should say yes. And that's how the cycle starts. And then you should relive the moment, feel that trauma, and then you should think of it as if it has happened for a good cause, okay, or to teach you something. And then the second step is done. And then the third step is to accept that it is your responsibility. And the fourth step is telling your subconscious mind, or like just thinking again and again, that this will not happen again, because it just came to teach me. Once I've learned it, and once I'm implementing whatever I've learned, it will be gone. I'll be able to experience a new reality altogether. This is all there is to letting go. Okay, and this might sound really simple, but trust me, this is really, really, really powerful, and it will change your whole identity like anything. Okay, trust me when I say this, it has changed my life tremendously. Yeah, I'm still changing a couple of things, and I'm still growing. I'm still finding things what are right for me and what are not. But yeah, as I've told you before, It's the journey that is worth to be savored, not the destination itself. Not the destination itself. Have a really good day 3 of Growth Machines pilot program, and I'm really excited for you. Have a good one.